टीवी एक्ट्रेस रूपाली गांगुली की पर्सनल लाइफ आजकल चर्चा में है। दरअसल उनकी सौतेली बेटी ईशा वर्मा ने सोशल मीडिया पर एक वीडियो शेयर किया है जो खूब वायरल हो रहा है। अब आखिर इस वीडियो में उन्होंने अपना दर्द छलकाते हुए क्या कुछ कहा है, चलिए आज की वीडियो में जानते हैं। नमस्कार, मैं हूँ आप सभी के साथ कृतिका और आप देख रहे हैं बोल्ड स्काई।
If you know me from the stories that have been circulating on the internet from the last week. I just want to say a big thank you for the kindness and the support that I've received from others. And to those who have decided to speak up and share their stories and show that I'm not alone in this. It's really brave of you, and you should be proud of yourself that you've been enduring all of this in silence, just like I did. From all of this, I was able to find a purpose in my life. I want to continue to support and build a community for those who have endured the similar issues or going through it right now. We need to do better as a society and as a community in speaking up for issues, either if it's ours or another's. We need to advocate against bullying and support self-love. A lot of us deal with insecurities, especially if somebody has told us something from our past. Finding beauty in myself was always really hard, but I learned that I am a beautiful person inside and out. I want to thank the people who really stood by me through the thick and the thin, and who cheered me on and were my cheerleaders on the sidelines. I'm just as much as your cheerleader. When this news broke out, the people who have stood by our sides and had to watch us go through it all said, "It's finally time. We're proud of you. And the truth needs to come out." People don't realize that we have our inner child living in us. And it comes out, especially when the times are tough. I may be 26 now, but the pain, the memories, they still stick. And even though things are in the past, it affects your future and it affects your present. I realized yesterday that from all of this, I've stood up against my bullies, my true bullies in my life. Not only did they hurt someone who I truly love, my mother, they chose to hurt me. They chose not to acknowledge me. They chose to abandon me. They chose to criticize and pick on insecurities so I would not feel good about myself. They never apologized to me publicly or personally. Sorry. And what hurt me the most was the response from my own father and how he chose to mock mental health. He did not protect me from the mean comments that were happening, nor did he protect me my entire life. And that hurts, truly. And even though you live your life with strength and resilience, and you find yourself, and you find your paths, and you find the opportunities that get you to a better place, the wounds that you've healed open up again, especially when you have to see them in the media. I have avoided it, but sometimes it catches your attention. And then it hurts. Again, and again, and again. Especially when you build your character and your career off of lies and hurting someone else. and not once feel guilty about it. So I did not expect a response from either, nor did I expect any change, nor did I want anything in return. But taking accountability for your actions and then ignoring it like nothing ever happened, there you go. That's your response, and that's your response to me from the last 24 years of my life. I have the right to tell this story because it is of my family and of my experience. And I want to showcase this to the world because I can set an example that there are people like that out there. And if you continue to support them, you're just advocating for those issues. Remind you, you're not getting anything in return. So just be careful with your words and how you choose to attack other people. I'm not encouraging anybody to pick sides, and I'm not encouraging anyone to hurl any type of abusive language or negative language to either parties, neither to me or to them. I want to thank the media for bringing my story to light. I wouldn't have been able to do so if it weren't for you. We live in such an advanced world today, and it's just going to get better and bigger. We need to use our voices to speak up and to prevent from issues happening again and again. I don't have a PR team. I don't have anybody. It was just me speaking up for me and my own story. And I apologize if it hurt anyone in the process. Misinformation has been thrown into some of the articles, and it could not take it back once it's out there. And I apologize truly if it hurt someone else. Especially to my little brother. I did not intend for any of that to happen. And I have so much love for you. And I hope Papa's being the dad for you that he couldn't for me and my sister. Our sister. But the thing is, I have a different experience than both of you. We all grew up as only children. And what hurts the most is that 3 of us don't even have a picture together till this day. That was our father's responsibility, to bring us together, but instead, he did not do that. I don't know if he's watching this, but a letter or a message to my papa. I'm sorry this had to go this far. But you have never apologized to me, ever. Nor did you listen. You always shut me down, and I felt unsafe around her, especially. I tried to open up to you, and you would never take my side. I thought I was your little girl. Growing up, I always told everyone about you. My friends, my family. I said I want to be just like him when I grow up. A filmmaker. You never encouraged that either. This picture, when we went on a cruise, I carry this everywhere. In school, in college, and at work. You and Mommy were the most amazing couple. You told her you loved her. You told me the stories. I believed in love. I did. And you still told Mom you loved her. Even after all of this. Why did you lie to us? This was not for revenge. This was not for gain. This was not for revenge. This was for a daughter to stand up for herself. And to be a big sister to all the sons and daughters out there. who don't have a parent who supported them through it all. So please think twice before you say anything to me or to anyone who is hurting in similar situations. We have had to endure enough of our lives, and it's time to put a stop to it. Sometimes family is not blood. It's people who you wouldn't expect. And my family's been growing every single day by people, by beautiful people in this world. People from my past have shown their true colors. And I've learned to accept it and move on. I may be a young adult, but I'm still growing up. I'm still learning, and I'm still working on myself. We all are. I'm speaking up for the little girl who couldn't, who wanted to protect someone who didn't even want to protect me. For the little girl who just wanted her mother to be happy. And she still does. But the first time ever, my mom showed some. My mom cried and showed emotions which she's held back for the longest time. Because she had to deal with an injustice that was her to face all alone. Whenever I would ask her, is he coming back? While we were still a family, I asked. Every time he would walk out that door, I asked, is he coming back? And she would say, I don't know. And she had to continue to repeat that to me. I don't know if he's coming back. And he didn't. I don't want him to come back. You never changed as a person, Papa. You stayed the same and got even worse. I'm sorry, again, that all of this went down. But if you were able to handle the situation properly, it wouldn't have gotten this far. Life goes on. I agree with that. And love is love. And they deserve each other. They do. Because I don't want those type of people in my life. I don't want my future husband or the future father of my children to be just like that. We need to realize that stories in the media, they're wonderful. We can listen to them. We can empathize with them. But when somebody real speaks up, realize that this is their hurt, that this is their story, and they're taking a lot of courage and bravery to do so. Again, to the sons and daughters who had to deal with the same, please, you are more than enough. It's not your fault. And we can keep going. Thank you.
फिलहाल आज के लिए इस वीडियो में इतना ही। और भी ऐसी स्टोरीज को देखने के लिए आप जुड़े रहिए हमारे साथ। तब तक के लिए नमस्कार।